that's not true, but I'm hearing differently. I'm hearing that there is a detective that are close to the family. I don't know, remains to be seen. But apparently, yes, her live streams are being downloaded and kept. So, yes, I think they are well aware of what she's doing, and I have a feeling that she's being watched. Just my opinion. And of course, what we all came here to see. Your minions to my house. Don't go real life, right? So this is the stream that she deleted, and it was an actual live stream. I don't think that hardly anybody actually commented in the chat. Somebody was reviewing it before she deleted it, and I think there was maybe one person that commented in her chat. That was it. And then, of course, when you delete it, the chat also goes. So this is the one that she didn't want people to see. It is crazy as fuck. So buckle up, folks. Your minions to my house. Don't go real life, right? Are you going to tell your followers about your little shindig with your fat, ugly, toothless, homely-looking lady? I'm just curious. And as soon as she pulled up, I said, are you following me for Queen Bee? So a little context, she claims that after that last stream ended, she went outside to do some yard work, and it lasted all of like 2 seconds, that she came back in, and she claims that a lady pulled into her driveway, and then, I guess, sat there before pulling back out. Betty claims that it was somebody sent by Queen Bee. I at first thought she was lying because, well, she lies all the time. Turns out that a woman who lives in Betty's town drove by her house, didn't actually pull into the driveway, but drove by her house to see if she was there to let the sheriff know, because the sheriff has been trying to, like, serve her with all these protective orders. Now, whatever you think about what that person did or didn't do, that's on them. I didn't know who it was until, like, the next day, and the person has apologized profusely. I'm not going to say their name or whatever, but this person has known Betty for, like, over a decade, lives in the same town, owns property right around the corner, so lives even in that neighborhood, so to speak. So it's not like somebody drove 12 hours to drive by her house at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the idea that somehow somebody pulled into her driveway and was trying to intimidate her, that never happened. According to the person who did it, they just simply drove down the street. They didn't actually pull into her property. So that's what actually happened. But of course, she is obsessed with Queen Bee, so everything has to be Queen Bee's fault. Oh yeah, because we've been expecting it. You know why? Because your behavior is so... I'm a behavior person, so I know exactly what's going to make you tick, like talking about your mama and your aunt. So I had already known that you were going to send somebody over here because I intentionally said I was going to be doing yard work. And again, one of your lazy, fat, ugly women that mimics you to a T decided to come by my house. But I got news for her. Now I got your tag plate and I know where you are and who you are. Next time you come by my house, step out of your car, little lady. So she's lying here when she says that she needed to get the tag and she's going to find out who she is. Betty already knows who this person is. They have had an ongoing beef. They've seen each other in person. They go to the same city council meetings. She has known this person, again, for more than a decade. So she's completely misconstruing what happened when she's sitting here acting like it was some random stranger. This is somebody that owns property, like, there. So Betty is lying here. Why don't you come and talk to me? Tell me how you really feel about Bullhorn Betty. Or are you too much of a coward? You too much of a coward. So, and all you can do is go, right? Like a little child. A 65-year-old, fat, ugly woman that doesn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out at, coming over here trying to look cool for your people. Right? Your people? Is she high? I don't know. Queen Bee, you sent somebody yet again to my house. You are yet again having me followed. Stopped. And now I got proof on camera. I don't think she was expecting me to call your name out. But I had already known because I had already dropped the bait, didn't I? Wait, so you are now wanting people to stalk you? What? So you're dropping bait, wanting people to stalk you. All right. So, I hate to tell you, you think you're so slick. And yeah, you know what? We don't have a whole lot of evidence in the case. Hear what she just said? She says we. I guess it's her and, I don't know, the multiple personalities she's got. But no, she's saying that she doesn't have evidence in the case. I'll back it up, and then you listen to what she says. We don't have a whole lot of evidence in the case. But I'm about to drop some evidence in this case. I'm about to pull a whole bunch of shit in this case. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to pull a whole bunch of shit in this case. Why would you have to make shit up, Betty, if you already had proof of all these claims that you make? I mean, you told the judge in the court filings that you already had all this proof. Okay. You probably should not have said this part out loud. Yeah, she admits she's trying to provoke people like the Proudfoots. That's correct. And you know what? When I get the evidence that I need, and by the way, I just hired a forensic guy. Guys, she's so broke, but she just hired a forensic guy. Pretty sure that's not what he's called. And I doubt you have $1,000 a day to pay an IT guy to do the things that you're wanting. Highly doubt that. When I get the information I need, your ass is grass. Your ass is grass. All this intimidation while I'm in lawsuit with you, you're going to be sanctioned. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but you will be sanctioned for what you are doing. And I can't wait until that day happens. Then sign up for your deposition and get that shit done. Since you can't wait, then do it then. So you, my friend, want to keep playing these games? Would you like me to start sending people to your house? Huh? In Galesburg, Illinois? No, there's not a whole lot to look at because you live in ghetto, right? Your house is trash. Betty, we have talked about this. Girl, look at your background. Also, your home is... I'm telling you right now, like, you are not the one to be saying shit like that. I'm just saying. I bet you it stinks about as bad as it looks on the outside. I bet you it does. Because you are a ghetto woman that's nasty. Filthy and nasty. You can't even keep your kids. You can't even keep your kids, little girl. Allegedly. That's not true, but okay. So it doesn't really matter. My yard looks much better than it did. And you know what, Queen? Send your girl back over here. Love to talk to her. But she's too much of a coward, just like you. You are a coward. You try to lie. You try to sneak. You try to do all this underhanded shit, and you act like nobody knows. Well, you know what? You might be using Signal and stuff like that, but I still have your ass before that. So I had no idea what she was talking about until I heard Queen review this, and apparently Signal is a messaging app. I'd never heard of it. Queen Bee said that she was on that like 5 years ago when she was a mod on somebody's channel, and she hasn't been on there since. This was before Betty even had a YouTube channel, before she was even anything over here. So yeah, like that is just so bizarre to me. Will this video be able to be used as evidence against BHB in her lawsuit with Queen Bee? Probably. That'll be up to Queen Bee and the lawyer, but yeah, this kind of thing could not only potentially be used against her in Queen Bee's lawsuit, but could also be potentially used against her involving those POs. I can see why she deleted this, but the internet's forever, bitch. I still have your ass before that. Don't be sending anybody over to my house. Next time, I'm going to jail. Come yoking that old bitch out of her fucking car. So, physical threats of violence. That's okay. That's definitely a choice. Just saying. You want a violent Betty? Send that bitch over to my house one more time. You'll see a violent Betty. And then it very abruptly ended. So that was the